Buffaloes and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, Coach is very aware of the big storyline here today in this ballgame. Of course, getting a win is their biggest priority, but on the back burner, they want to get their quarterback that conference record for passing touchdowns in a season. How might that affect the game plan in the red zone? Will they go more to the pass? We'll see. They're a pretty RPO-heavy team, but they do want to get their quarterback record, and I'll keep you posted on how that decision-making is playing out down here on the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Knights will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Right down the middle. Holds on, it's more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. Fires to the right. Unloads in the nick of time.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Long way to go on second down. Leaves it in his belly. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Third and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Rush right in his face. On the move, he fires. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out wide right, it's Moore. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. Rushes on. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Looking for more room. Inside the 30.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Watson. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. tries again to get it in. And he's in. Touchdown, UCF!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Lewis to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the left. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Lewis to throw. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lewis. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete pass, but it'll be a productive play for the offense. This flag's going to go against the D. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buffs! Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to get the corner. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. All wideouts, no backs. They want to run this quarterback, and he could not get loose on the run. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds his big tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass on second down. Short pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. To the air, it's Barnett. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Second and long here. They give it to him again. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Drops back. It's Barnett. Out wide right, it's Thomas. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Lewis. Turns it upfield. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's Lewis to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Making his first move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Right side, it's Watson. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All over him immediately.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Quarterback changing the play. Moving the pocket, it's Barnett. Going to try to get it himself. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He gets a block. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lewis. They're all over him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Under pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 15 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
And it's the Yellow Jackets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And hey, look at that. They double up their win total in a very disappointing 2-10 season.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
18, 118.
Keeps it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Gonna run it. It's Young. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Throwing. Lewis. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Atkins. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lewis to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Here's Lewis. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. Driving forward, it's Young. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Watson again. Pass to 6. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, UCF. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Deep in the end zone, it's Perry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Lewis throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Williams. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. Lewis to throw. Throws it deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll give it to Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Here's Duke one more time. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
On 3rd down, here's Watson. Got a little grass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
The Knights are rolling down the field. Look out! They'll run the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking for the edge. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Watson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They've got the lead here in the 4th. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the return, it's Perry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throwing, Lewis. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Fights off a defender.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Pushes ahead. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Oh, pressure's coming. Still looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Lucky to get it off.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Here's Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Young. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Lewis. Rush right in his face. Left side is Welsh. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes a connection. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Throwing, Lewis. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's changing the play. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Watson. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Watson again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Watson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Chambers. Bring him down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Might as well run him again. Powers through. Touchdown, UCF! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Lewis. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.